So this is Fibonacci, and we're going to talk about where these numbers come from in this video, so stay tuned. This right here is the Fibonacci sequence. The way you get these numbers is that you start from 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on. Now, these numbers are found almost everywhere in nature. And if you draw the Fibonacci spiral with these numbers, you will see that spiral reoccurring everywhere. You'll get all sorts of examples proving this Fibonacci in nature. My favorite one is the ear, actually. You will see it everywhere in nature. This is an egg, this is an elephant's tusk, this is how a cat sleeps. If you look at the number of petals that a flower has, most of them will fall in that Fibonacci sequence, this sequence of numbers. So it is logical to be like, okay, if this is everywhere in nature, then why wouldn't it work in the markets? After all, humans are also part of nature, so every action that we take will fall in some pattern. So now, the question is, how do you go from these numbers to these numbers? Now, if you take any of these numbers right here, you'd have approximate values, not exact. But if you take something like, let's take, 55. Let's take 55. Now, if you divide it by itself, it would give you 1. But if you divide it by the number before it, it will give you 0.618. That is the golden ratio right here. Now, the 0.5 is not part of a Fibonacci sequence. It's more of a medium, so it's a 50% retracement. Now, we were at 55 years and we divided 34 by 55. Now, we skip 34 and divide 55 by 21. So, the number before this 34 right here, that will give us 0.38. Where is 0.38? This one right here. That's how this 0.38 right here, which is the 38% retracement, comes about. Now, again, you skip 21. You go to 13. So 13 divided by 55. What do you get? You get the 0.23 right here. So that is the 23% retracement. So this is basically how these values come about right here. Now you might be like, okay, how does this one come about? Because you remember I always use this one as well. This one is very important. Now you remember that we were dividing 34 by 55, 21 by 55, 13 by 55, yes? What if you divide 55 by 34? That will give you the 1.618. Actually, it will give you 1.617, but after the 7 you have 6, so that 6 will add to 7, so it gives you 1.618. If you again divide 55 by 21, that will be giving you the 2.618. So that is pretty much how you get these numbers right here. Now, since these numbers apply a lot in nature, we can use them in trading as Fibonacci extensions or Fibonacci retracements. So when price does go up, like from here, you expect that it retraces to a Fibonacci number. So you get it retracing to here, which is the 0.236. It bounces and comes back down to the 0.382, goes down to the 0.5, which is, as I've said, is not really a Fibonacci number. And then it comes to the 0.618. That is usually the region where I think the bounce will come from. Now we get a bounce right there and it goes back above the 0.236 right here. Now, if you are looking for where the price might top out as it goes to the upside, personally, I would have my conservative target at the 0.236 right here, this red level. However, according to Fibonacci, you can actually measure that by looking for the Fibonacci extension of this price impulse right here. So you take your Fibonacci tool and then you measure from that top right there to the bottom. So the bottom of the move to the top of the move. And then you're looking for the 2.618. The 2.618 is this one right here. So that is the top of this impulse move right here. Does it mean it cannot go further up? It can. Does it mean it must reach there? No. But this is just the point where you would expect the move to fade out or to come back to the downside. And again, you can continue the process of looking to find where price might retrace. So if I'm to look for where price would retrace here after this top around here, I'll just come right down here to the close of these candles right here, and I take to the top. I always use the candle closes. I don't use the wicks. This is with Fibonacci extensions and retracements, but if I'm using the trend-based Fib, I will be using the wicks actually. This is trend-based Fib. It's the same concept, but just a bit different. So I might actually talk about that trend-based Fib in the next video. So if you are not following already, do that. So right here, you will still see the same thing happening. Let's remove this one here. Okay, so you see what price is doing, yes? It's literally closing at that 0.618 region. It seems to respect this region quite a lot. You see it even bouncing off of there right here. Look at it. So that's pretty much the same concept happening again. But of course, I always use these together with other metrics. So it's not like I use only Fibonacci, like it's wise to only use Fibonacci. You could use it with a lot more strategies and techniques. Using it with patterns or Elliott waves is best. And it's better to use it on the higher time frames as well, from the 12 hourly. The daily is what I prefer. Daily and weekly. Daily, 3-day, weekly is what I would prefer. Anyway, if you did like the video, make sure to like the video. Let me know in the comments what you think I should cover next, and see you in the next video.